Hey yo, listen.
Drop it low to the flow. Oh, oh,
Like it like that.
yeah. Oh, are you ready for this?
Hey there, deep divers. Ready to jump in? Today we're going deep on how AI is changing social media. But get this. This isn't just for the big tech companies. This is about how AI is changing the game for creators just like you. So we've got this stack of articles, and we're going to unpack all this.
Yeah, it's really fascinating because AI is already kind of woven into our social media experience, and we don't always see it, but it is working behind the scenes, influencing what pops up on our feeds, how we interact.
It's almost like there's this invisible DJ curating our own online party, right?
Yeah.
Think about how Instagram or TikTok, they seem to know exactly what you want to see next.
Exactly, and that's because those platforms use AI algorithms to really personalize those content recommendations, and every comment, every share you make, you are feeding that system, so it helps it learn your preferences, predict what's going to keep you scrolling.
So the more we use these apps, the better the AI gets at knowing our tastes.
Yeah.
But how does that actually work? Is it like reading our minds?
Yeah.
Not quite mind reading, but it's definitely analyzing your behavior patterns. The AI looks at the accounts that you follow, the types of posts that you engage with, even how long you watch certain videos. It's all data that feeds into that algorithm.
Okay, so it's like this super sleuth, like piecing together clues to figure out what makes us tick. But how can creators use this to their advantage?
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting. So instead of seeing the algorithm as this big mystery, think of it as a partner. So by understanding how it works, creators can tailor their content to be more likely to get seen.
So it's not just about creating great content, it's about creating content that the AI will actually show to people.
Precisely. So for example, using relevant keywords, hashtags, that the AI is going to recognize can help get your content categorized correctly, reach the right audience.
That makes sense. It's like speaking the AI's language in a way.
Yeah.
But let's be real, sometimes it feels like we're playing this guessing game with these algorithms.
That's why it's so crucial to stay informed about how they work. But beyond just understanding the basics, there are actual AI-powered tools out there that are designed to help creators up their game.
Okay, now you're talking. What kind of tools are we talking about?
Well, there are tools for pretty much every aspect of content creation these days. So think about video editing apps that have AI-powered enhancements, or those filters that can magically touch up your photos in seconds.
I've used those. They're so handy. Makes everything look super polished.
Right. But let's kind of dive into a specific example that I think you'll find particularly helpful as a creator. AI-driven writing tools for captions and hashtags.
Ooh, now that's something I could definitely use help with. Crafting the perfect caption can sometimes feel like a Herculean task.
Oh, tell me about it. But yeah, these AI writing tools are kind of like having a co-writer who's analyzed, millions of successful social media posts. They can help you find the right tone, suggest engaging phrases, and even recommend hashtags that are likely to get your content seen.
So instead of just staring at a blank screen, I could have an AI give me a creative jumpstart.
Exactly. It's like having a brainstorming partner who's always on call.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And it seems like these AI tools aren't just about making things look pretty. They're actually helping us connect with our audience on a deeper level.
Absolutely. And that's where the power of AI-driven audience analysis comes in. So there are tools that can analyze comments and mentions, even the emotional tone of online conversations, to understand how people are reacting to your content.
Wait, hold on. It can actually figure out if people are loving my posts or just scrolling past them.
You got it. It's like having a real-time focus group at your fingertips. You can see what topics are resonating, questions people are asking, even what kind of humor is landing well.
That's incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
It's like having a secret decoder ring for your audience.
Exactly. And the beauty of this is that it allows you to tailor your content to better connect with your audience. Instead of just guessing what they want, you have data-driven insights to guide you.
So it's about using AI not just to create better content, but to build stronger relationships with your followers. That's pretty cool. But with all this talk about AI analyzing our every move online, it's hard not to think about the potential downsides. What about privacy?
You're right. That's a valid concern. It's something that we should all be aware of and thinking about.
Absolutely. And it seems like the conversation around AI and privacy is constantly evolving. What are some of the key things that people are talking about right now?
One of the big things is transparency. People want to know how their data is being used. and they want to have more control over it.
So it's about companies being upfront about what data they're collecting and giving users choices about how that data is used.
Exactly. And there are also a lot of discussions about how do you ensure that AI systems are used responsibly, ethically.
That's really important. It's about making sure AI is used for good, not for harm.
Absolutely. And I think the more we talk about these issues, the better equipped we'll be to navigate this rapidly evolving, technological landscape.
I couldn't agree more. Knowledge is power. And the more we understand about AI, the better choices we can make. But okay, enough about the serious stuff for a moment. Let's get back to some of those mind-blowing AI tools.
I'm with you. It's easy to get caught up in the potential risks, but let's not forget the incredible opportunities that AI presents.
Exactly. I'm feeling inspired to try out some of these AI-powered tools myself. But with so many options out there, where do we even begin?
Well, that's where a little bit of research and experimentation comes in. So think about what you're hoping to achieve with your social media presence. What are your goals? What are your challenges?
Okay, so start by identifying the problem you're trying to solve, right?
Exactly. Then you can start exploring the tools that are out there and see which ones might be a good fit. So there are tools for generating content ideas, scheduling posts, analyzing your audience, even creating graphics and videos.
It's like there's an AI tool for every step of the creative process.
There pretty much is. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative tools emerge.
Of ourselves. We've been talking a lot about the tools themselves, but what about the actual content? What are some of the ways that AI is changing how we create and consume content on social media?
That's a great question. One of the most significant shifts is towards more personalized and targeted content.
So instead of seeing the same generic content that everyone else sees, we're getting more tailored recommendations based on our interests.
Exactly. And this is being driven by AI algorithms that are constantly learning about our preferences and behavior.
It's like having a personal shopper for content, curating a selection just for us. But how does that actually work in practice?
Well, think about like the For You page on TikTok or the Explore tab on Instagram. Those are powered by AI algorithms that analyze your past activity and suggest content that you're likely to find interesting.
So if I spend a lot of time watching cooking videos, the AI might suggest more cooking videos, or even videos about like kitchen gadgets or food photography.
Precisely. And this level of personalization can be incredibly powerful for both creators and consumers.
How so?
Well, for creators, it means that their content is more likely to reach the right audience. So instead of broadcasting to the masses, they can target specific niches and individuals who are genuinely interested in what they have to offer.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about finding your tribe, so to speak. And what about for consumers? How does personalization benefit them?
It means that they're seeing content that's more relevant to their interests. So instead of wading through, a sea of irrelevant posts, they're getting a curated feed that's tailored to their specific needs and preferences.
It's like having a personal assistant who knows your taste and filters out the noise. But doesn't that also create a risk of getting stuck in an echo chamber, where we only see information that affirms our existing beliefs?
That's a valid concern, and it's something that we need to be mindful of. As AI algorithms become more sophisticated at personalizing our online experiences, it's important that we actively seek out diverse perspectives and challenge our own assumptions.
So it's about using AI as a tool to enhance our understanding of the world, not to limit it.
Exactly. It's about being intentional, critical consumers of information, even when it's being curated by AI.
Well said. Now, shifting gears a bit, one thing that really jumped out at me from these articles was the impact of AI on visual content.
It's incredible how AI is transforming the way we create and experience visual content.
Absolutely. We're talking about everything from photo and video editing to the creation of entirely new visual formats.
Exactly. And one of the most exciting areas is the rise of generative AI.
Generative AI. That sounds futuristic. What exactly is that?
Generative AI refers to AI systems that can actually create new content, rather than just analyzing or processing existing content.
So instead of just like editing a photo AI,
Yeah.
could actually create a photo from scratch.
Exactly. There are already AI tools that can generate realistic images, videos, even music, based on text prompts or simple sketches.
That's mind-blowing. What are some of the ways that generative AI is being used in social media right now?
One of the most popular applications is in creating AR filters.
Those filters that can transform your appearance or add, like, fun effects to your videos.
Exactly. Those filters are powered by generative AI, which allows them to create realistic and dynamic effects that respond to your movements and expressions.
That's pretty cool. It's like having a personal special effects team in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other ways that generative AI is being used?
Another area is in creating custom graphics and illustrations for social media posts.
So instead of using stock images or hiring a designer, I could just describe what I want and have AI generate it for me.
Exactly. There are already tools that allow you to do just that. And as generative AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more creative and innovative applications emerge.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but I also wonder about the potential implications for human creativity.
It's a valid concern. Some people worry that AI will replace human artists and designers, but I see it as a tool that can augment human creativity, not replace it.
So it's about using AI as a creative partner, not a competitor.
Exactly. AI can handle the more technical or repetitive tasks, freeing up human creators to focus on the higher-level creative work.
That requires intuition and empathy and originality.
That's a much more optimistic view. It's about embracing the collaboration between human and artificial intelligence to create something truly special.
Absolutely. And I think that's a key takeaway from all of this. AI is not something to be feared or resisted. It's a powerful tool that can be used to enhance our lives, our creativity.
I love that perspective. It's about seeing AI as an opportunity, not a threat.
Exactly. And it's about approaching AI with a sense of curiosity, a willingness to learn, and a desire to use it for good. Well said. Now, I know we've covered a lot of ground today, but there's one more crucial aspect of AI and social media that I want to explore before we move on.
Intrigued. What's next on our deep dive agenda?
Let's talk about how AI is being used to moderate content and create a safer online environment. Content moderation. It's one of those behind-the-scenes things we don't always think about,
Right.
but it's so important for keeping social media platforms, well, social.
It really is the foundation of a healthy online community.
Yep.
And AI is playing an increasingly vital role, in keeping those spaces safe, inclusive.
Okay, but how does that actually work? Is AI like a digital bouncer deciding who gets in and who gets kicked out?
I like to think of it more as an incredibly fast and vigilant, security guard. The sheer volume of content uploaded every minute is astronomical. AI helps platforms manage that flood by scanning for potential violations of community guidelines.
So it's looking for things like hate speech, harassment, and like those spammy posts that clog up our feeds.
Exactly. AI systems are trained on massive data sets of text and images, videos, learning to recognize patterns associated with harmful content. It's like having millions of digital eyes constantly scanning the platforms.
That sounds incredibly efficient.
Yeah.
But isn't there a risk of AI making mistakes?
Yeah.
Human language can be so nuanced, especially online.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges in content moderation, for sure. AI is constantly improving, but it can still struggle with things like sarcasm, humor, cultural references. Context is everything, and that can be difficult for a machine to grasp.
So there's a chance that AI could flag something that's actually harmless or miss something that's genuinely harmful.
It's a balancing act. Platforms want to avoid censorship, but they also have a responsibility to protect users. That's why human oversight is still so crucial in this process.
So it's like a partnership, right? AI does the initial screening, and then human moderators step in to make the final call, taking context and intent into consideration.
Precisely. Think of it as a tag team. AI handles the heavy lifting, sifting through massive amounts of data, and then human expertise comes in, adds that layer of nuanced judgment.
That makes a lot of sense. But I'm curious, how is AI actually getting better at understanding those nuances of human communication?
Well, one of the most exciting developments is the use of sentiment analysis. And this allows AI to assess not just the words themselves, but the emotional tone behind them.
So it can tell if someone is being aggressive or sarcastic, even if they're not using explicitly offensive language.
Exactly. It's like AI is learning to read between the lines, which is a huge step forward in content moderation.
That's really encouraging. It gives me hope that we can create online spaces that are truly inclusive, welcoming for everyone.
Me too. It's an ongoing challenge, but AI is becoming an increasingly powerful tool in the fight against online harm.
Okay, so AI is helping to keep the platforms themselves safe. But what about the content that we're actually seeing? How is AI shaping the kind of stuff that pops up in our feeds?
Right. Well, that's where the power of recommendation algorithms comes in. These algorithms use AI to personalize our online experiences, suggesting content that we're likely to find interesting or engaging.
It's like having a digital concierge, like curating a selection of articles and videos and posts just for us.
Exactly. And this personalization can be incredibly beneficial. It helps us discover new content that we might not have found otherwise. And it keeps us engaged with the platforms we love.
But isn't there a risk of getting stuck in a filter bubble where we only see information that confirms our existing beliefs?
That's a valid concern, and it's something that we need to be aware of. It's important to actively seek out diverse perspectives, challenge our own assumptions, even when AI is curating our online experiences.
So it's about being an active participant in shaping our own online worlds,
Yeah.
not just passively accepting what the algorithms feed us.
Exactly. We have more control than we realize. We can choose who to follow, what content to engage with, even adjust our notification settings to manage the flow of information.
It's about being mindful, intentional,
Yeah.
about how we use social media, even, or maybe especially, when AI is involved.
I couldn't agree more. And speaking of mindful use, I think it's time we talk about AI's role in helping creators.
Okay.
Because it's not all about algorithms and moderation, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You mentioned some really cool AI-powered tools earlier. I'm eager to dive deeper into that world.
Let's do it. There's a whole ecosystem of AI tools out there designed to support creators every step of the way, and it's an exciting space to explore.
Okay, before we get lost in AI tool wonderland, can you give us a quick overview? What kind of tasks can AI actually help creators with?
Well, imagine having a team of virtual assistants at your disposal, each specializing in a different aspect of content creation. You've got AI for brainstorming ideas, AI for writing compelling captions, AI for editing photos and videos, AI for scheduling posts at optimal times, even AI for analyzing your audience engagement and figuring out what's working.
That's incredible. It's like having a whole production crew in your pocket.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that make things feel less, well, human?
That's a valid concern, but I think it's about finding the right balance. AI can handle the more technical or repetitive tasks, freeing up human creators to focus on what they do best, connecting with their audience, expressing their unique perspectives, infusing their content with heart and soul.
So it's not about replacing human creativity, but about amplifying it.
Precisely. Think of AI as a collaborative partner, not a replacement. It's about working together to create something even better than we could alone.
I like that. Now let's talk specifics. What are some of the most popular AI tools out there right now? And how are creators actually using them?
Well, one area where AI is making a huge impact is in content creation itself. There are AI writing tools that can help you brainstorm ideas, generate blog post outlines, or even write entire articles.
Wait, hold on. AI can actually write articles now.
It can, and the quality is getting better all the time. Of course, it's still important to have a human editor, review and polish the final product.
Yeah.
But AI can be a great starting point, can help you overcome writer's block or generate ideas quickly.
That's pretty amazing. And what about for visual content? Are there AI tools that can help with creating images or videos?
Absolutely. There are AI-powered video editing tools that can help you automatically transcribe your videos, add captions, even create highlight reels. There are also AI tools that can help you generate custom graphics, design logos, create stunning visual effects.
It's like having a whole team of designers and editors at your fingertips. But what about for creators who are just starting out? Are these tools accessible to everyone? Or are they just for big brands with big budgets?
That's one of the most exciting things about this space. A lot of these tools are either free or very affordable, making them accessible to creators of all levels. And as the technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more affordable, user-friendly options emerge.
That's great news for creators who are just starting to build their online presence. It levels the playing field, gives everyone access to these powerful tools.
Exactly. And it's not just about the tools themselves, but about the community and resources that are developing around them. There are tons of online tutorials and courses and communities where creators can learn from each other, share tips and tricks for using AI effectively.
It's like a whole ecosystem of support for creators who are embracing AI.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Not everyone is comfortable with using AI. Some people might feel intimidated or even a little bit skeptical. What advice would you give to creators who are hesitant to jump on the AI bandwagon?
I would say my advice would be to start small. Experiment. You don't have to go all in on AI overnight. Try out a few free tools, see what you can create, have fun with it. You might be surprised at how easy and enjoyable it can be.
I love that approach. It's about taking baby steps and finding what works best for you.
Exactly. And remember, AI is just a tool. It's up to you to decide how you use it, how you integrate it into your creative process.
It's about maintaining that sense of human agency, using AI to enhance our creativity, not replace it.
Absolutely. And as you start experimenting with AI tools, you'll likely discover new ways to express yourself and connect with your audience that you never even imagined before.
That's what I'm most excited about, the potential for AI to unlock new forms of creativity and expression. It's truly mind-blowing. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about a topic that's been kind of woven throughout our conversation, the societal impact of AI.
It's a conversation we can't ignore. AI is transforming not just social media, but the world around us. And it's important to consider both the opportunities and the challenges that come with that transformation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are some of the key areas where AI is having a significant impact on society?
Well, one area is the workforce. As AI automates more tasks, there are concerns about job displacement, the need for workers to adapt to new skills.
Yeah, it's understandable that people feel anxious about the potential for AI to take over jobs, but I've also heard arguments that AI could create new jobs in industries that we can't even imagine yet.
That's certainly a possibility. It's about finding ways for humans and AI to collaborate effectively, leveraging each other's strengths.
So it's not about humans versus machines, but about humans and machines working together.
Exactly. It's a partnership, and it requires us to be adaptable, creative, willing to embrace new ways of working.
What are some other areas where AI is having a profound impact?
Another area is healthcare. AI is being used to develop new drugs and treatments, diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, even personalize patient care.
Wow, it's incredible to think about the potential of AI to improve healthcare outcomes and save lives.
Absolutely. And it's not just about high-tech interventions. AI is also being used to improve access to healthcare in remote areas, connect patients with specialists, even provide mental health support.
That's really encouraging. It sounds like AI is being used to address some of the most pressing challenges in healthcare.
It is, and it's just the beginning. As AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications in healthcare and other fields.
It's an exciting time to be alive. But with all this talk about the potential benefits of AI, it's important to also acknowledge the potential risks.
Absolutely. AI is a powerful tool, and like any powerful tool, it can be misused or have unintended consequences.
So what are some of the things we need to be mindful of as AI becomes more integrated into our lives?
Well, one concern is the potential for bias in AI systems. If the data used to train AI is biased, the AI itself can perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
So if an AI system is trained on data that reflects existing societal biases, it could end up making decisions that are unfair or discriminatory.
Exactly. And this is a critical issue that needs to be addressed.
I'm glad we're talking about this. It's important to be aware of these potential pitfalls. Work to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. And it's a responsibility that we all share.
Okay, so we need to be mindful of bias, but what about privacy? Is AI eroding our privacy?
Privacy is another major concern. As AI systems gather more data about our lives, it's crucial to ensure that our personal information is protected, used responsibly.
It's about striking that balance between innovation and safeguarding individual rights.
Exactly. And it's a balance that will require ongoing dialogue, ethical considerations, and a commitment to transparency from the companies and organizations developing and deploying AI systems.
It's a complex landscape, but it's one that we can't afford to ignore.
I agree. And I think one of the most important things we can do is to stay informed, engaged. The more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to navigate its complexities, ensure that it's used for good.
Knowledge is power, right? The more we know about AI, the more empowered we are to make informed choices.
Exactly. And it's not just about understanding the technology itself, it's about understanding the ethical, social, economic implications of AI, having conversations about how we want to shape its future.
It's about recognizing that AI is not some distant, futuristic concept. It's already here. It's shaping our lives. It's up to us to decide what kind of future we want to create with it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential benefits and risks of AI, the tools that are available to creators, the broader societal implications. But I want to bring it back to something we touched on earlier, the idea of AI as a partner, not just a tool.
It's a powerful shift in mindset. Thinking of AI as a collaborator opens up so many possibilities.
Can you give us some concrete examples of what this collaboration might look like in the real world?
Absolutely. Let's start with healthcare. Imagine doctors working alongside AI systems to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately. Researchers using AI to accelerate drug discovery. develop new treatments for debilitating conditions.
It's about combining human expertise with AI's ability to analyze massive data sets, identify patterns that we might miss.
Exactly. And it's not just about healthcare. Think about architects using AI to design more sustainable and energy-efficient buildings. City planners using AI to optimize traffic flow, create smarter, more livable urban environments.
It sounds like AI is becoming an integral part of solving some of the world's most pressing challenges.
It is. And this collaboration extends beyond just professional fields. Imagine using AI to personalize education, making it more engaging and accessible for students of all ages and backgrounds.
Or using AI to help us connect with people who share our interests, regardless of geographical boundaries. Imagine the potential for fostering understanding and collaboration across cultures.
Precisely. The possibilities are truly endless when we start to think about AI as a partner, not just a tool.
It's exciting to think about all the ways this partnership could unfold in the years to come. But as with any partnership, it's important to establish clear boundaries and expectations.
That's a great point. We need to be mindful of the potential risks of AI, ensure that it's used in a way that aligns with our values, benefits humanity as a whole.
It's about being intentional, thoughtful,
Yeah.
about how we integrate AI into our lives and our society.
Absolutely. And it's about having open and honest conversations about the ethical implications of AI, ensuring that we're not just blindly embracing the technology without considering its potential downsides.
That's where conversations like this one come in, right?
Yeah.
We need to keep talking about these issues, raising awareness, engaging in critical thinking.
Exactly. The more we talk about AI, the better equipped we'll be to navigate its complexities and shape its future in a positive way.
Well said. And speaking of shaping the future, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on what lies ahead for AI in social media.
Ooh, it's a landscape that's constantly evolving, but I believe we're on the cusp of some truly transformative changes.
Give us a glimpse into your crystal ball. What do you see on the horizon?
Well, I believe we'll see a shift from passive consumption of content to more active and interactive experiences.
So instead of just scrolling through our feeds, we'll be engaging with content in more immersive and personalized ways.
Exactly. Imagine attending virtual events within social media platforms, participating in interactive games, even co-creating content with AI systems. Think of it as the seamless blend of entertainment, connection, creation, all powered by AI.
It sounds like social media is about to become a lot more social.
Indeed. And this shift towards more interactive experiences will be fueled by advancements in AI technologies like natural language processing, computer vision, machine learning.
So we'll be interacting with AI systems in more natural and intuitive ways. It's almost like having a conversation with the platform itself.
Absolutely. We'll be able to talk to AI systems, show them images, and even express our emotions, and they'll be able to understand and respond accordingly.
That sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
It might not be as far off as you think, and this level of interaction will open up a whole new world of possibilities for how we connect with each other, learn, create.
It's mind-blowing to think about the potential, and it seems like this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AI and social media.
You're absolutely right. We're still in the early stages of this technological revolution, and the possibilities are truly endless.
It's both exhilarating and a little bit daunting, wouldn't you say?
It is. But I believe that by approaching AI with a sense of curiosity, responsibility, and a willingness to learn, we can harness its power to create a more connected, creative, and fulfilling world.
I love that sentiment. And I think that's a perfect note to end part 2 on.
Agreed. Let's take a quick pause, and then we'll come back for the final part of our deep dive into AI and social media.
Okay, deep divers, back for the final part of our AI and social media deep dive. We've covered a lot from how those algorithms work to AI changing things like healthcare, the workforce, even how we see and make content online.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing to think about. We've really dug into the power of AI and, ethical questions we can't forget about, and all the exciting things that are coming.
Right. But before we wrap this whole thing up, I want to get back to that idea we talked about before. AI is more than just a tool, but as a partner.
Yeah, that's important. When you think about AI as a collaborator, so many doors open.
So instead of being scared of AI taking over, we should think of it as something we can work with.
Totally. Think about it. AI can help us do things we never could before, stuff we might not have even dreamed of.
Okay, so can you give us some real-world examples of what that could look like, this whole AI partnership thing?
Okay, let's take healthcare. What if doctors had AI helping them figure out diseases super early, even more accurately? Or scientists using AI to come up with new medicines, cures for tough conditions?
It'd be like having this super smart research assistant who can go through tons of information, making connections we wouldn't see.
Exactly. And think about creative stuff, like musicians working with AI to make brand new music. Or filmmakers, they could use AI for special effects that would take forever to do by hand.
Wow, so AI could help us be even more creative.
Totally. Pushing the limits of what we can do, trying new artistic stuff. And this isn't just for fancy fields, right?
Right?
Imagine teachers having AI to make lessons just right for each student. Or people helping others in tough situations, using AI to find those who are slipping through the cracks, get them the help they need.
So AI could actually help us build a better, fairer world.
That's the hope. But we can't forget, AI isn't magic. It's a tool, and tools can be used in good ways or bad.
So it all comes down to us, the people making and using these AI systems.
Yeah.
We've got to make sure it's for good.
Exactly. And we have to be aware of things like bias, privacy issues, and power getting too concentrated in the wrong hands.
So it's about having those tough discussions about ethics, making sure AI matches up with our values.
Yes. And this is going to take constant work, adapting as we go and working together.
Well said. So as we wrap up our deep dive here, I want to leave everyone feeling hopeful, like they can do something.
I'm with you. We've gone through a lot with AI and social media, but don't forget, there's a lot of good that can come from it.
Exactly. AI is powerful, it's shaping everything, and we get a say in how it shapes things.
It's a responsibility for all of us.
Absolutely. And remember, the Deep Dive is here to help you navigate this whole world of information and tech. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
Are you ready for this? Oh,
Like it like that. Hey yo, listen.
drop it low to the flow. Oh, oh,
Like it like that.
yeah. Oh, are you ready for this?